Star House Arena, in collaboration with Procyon Radio and Television, presents Mega Chopathon. The Mega Chopathon is a eating competition where the winners go home with mouth-watering prizes, including star cash prize of 20,000 naira. Date: Friday, 24th November 2023. Venue: Star House Arena, Gwari Avenue by Kenfeli Hotel Junction, Baranawa, Kaduna. To qualify, subscribe to Procyon RTV on YouTube and TikTok. Take a screenshot and send to 080-9799-1989. Star House Arena, Gwari Avenue. Enjoyment and relaxation equals entertainment.
Hey! Procyon Radio and Television don't land with another Chopathon experience. So you sabi chop. Okay, Star House Arena in collaboration with Procyon RTV presents our Mega Chopathon. The Mega Chopathon na eating competition where every winner they go house with mouth-watering prizes, and that one include our star cash prize of 20,000 naira. I say waiting, 20,000 naira. Date for this competition now Friday 24th November 2023. Time 6 p.m. Venue na Star House Arena, Gwari Avenue by Kenfeli Hotel Junction, Baranawa, Kaduna. To qualify for this competition, jejely go subscribe to our YouTube channel at Procyon RTV. Also follow us for our TikTok handle at Procyon RTV. Then screenshot and send your subscription to our WhatsApp handle for 080-9799-1989. Star House Arena, Gwari Avenue. Enjoyment and relaxation equals entertainment.
Curious to know what is the reason and the purpose for these rallies that are set to hold the same day in the same town between two rivaling political parties. And based on that, many people are not quite comfortable with what they suspect may be the outcome. And of course, all of these are issues that we'll look at. And in the course of the program today, we'll be bringing on a guest that we'll be talking about entertainment in Kaduna. Is Kaduna returning back to glory days? Yes, if you've been listening to Procyon Radio and TV, I'm sure you'd must have heard of the advert that we have been running in respect of the Star House Arena that is coming out with something great and something big today. And it's in collaboration with Procyon Radio and Television. If you are also a fan of Procyon Radio and Television, by now you know what our Chopathon competition is all about. Today, we are doing it in collaboration with Star House Arena. Star House Arena is an entertainment outfit and relaxation point here in Kaduna Gwari Avenue. This evening, starting from 6 o'clock, the Chopathon, the Mega Chopathon between Procyon Radio, and of course, Star House Arena will be holding today in Kaduna at 6 p.m. I'm sure you had the advert earlier when the program was starting. So for those that are yet to know about it, now you've had. So get ready now, because Ground Zero will flow into it immediately after Ground Zero. We'll be linking up with Star House Arena, where the Chopperton will be happening. I will definitely be there, and together we'll celebrate Kaduna together. Don't forget, there will be live band and so many other things. Before I forget, earlier we had said that to participate in the Chopperton, you would need to subscribe to our social media handles at Procyon TV on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And for those that are not subscribed yet, to qualify to participate in the Chopperton, you must buy a bottle of any drink of your choice. Just a bottle of any drink of your choice. Could be water, could be soda, the soft drink. It could be, of course, whatever you feel that you need to take care of yourself. All right. And the first 30 people that will qualify automatically to be part of the Chopperton competition. That's the first 30 people that will patronize the Star House Arena. Any refreshment of your choice, buy it. That will be your qualification to participate in the Chopperton competition. And for those that are hearing the word Chopperton, it's a marathon of chopping. We are using a fusion of the local language, chopping, that's to eat. A marathon of eating. The best eater will stand a chance to win 20,000 naira cash today. So make sure you are part of the experience. It starts at 6 o'clock. And it will be nice if you start going there now and listen to the program right there at the Star House Arena. The venue again, or location, is at Gwari Avenue by Kenfeli Junction, Kenfeli Hotel Junction. That's where the Star House Arena is. You can't miss it. As you approach there, you will see the Entertainment and Recreation Center right there. Coming to our program proper, and to let you know that to contribute to the program, we'll open up the phone lines. You can also be part of it by going to our various social media handles on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Thread, and the handle is at Procyon RTV. Procyon is spelled Procyon, at Procyon RTV. You can watch us live now on Facebook and YouTube, and if you already downloaded the Procyon Radio and TV app, you can also watch us on the app and listen to us on the app. All right. Talking about these snippets that we're looking at. Ali Ndume and Senator Akpbio, Cold War, matters arising. We'll be looking at these issues, and also a season of rallies. APC and NNPP set to hold rallies in Kano. Is this a show of power or setting the stage for anarchy? These are issues we are going to look at today on the program. We'll start from Odeh Akatu. Odeh Akatu.
All right.
We'll start from the first item, which is the Cold War between Ali Ndume and Senator Godswill. They both come out to say they are cool.
They are cool, but
their body language is, and of course, action and reactions that you're seeing.
Even if you look at China and America, you can see that America is gradually undermining China. And China is trying to break out of the first island chain. But few days ago, the Chinese leader was with the U.S. president, and they had good words. And whether you like it or not, there's a Cold War going on, but they will not want to admit it. Now, back to Ndume and the Senate president. The Cold War started immediately. The National Assembly, is it the 10th Senate took off. You see, the fact is, give or take, Ndume is more experienced than Akpbio.
In legislative issues.
Yes, he has been there about 3 or 4 years before Akpbio came in, and then he had held a lot of posts, he had participated, he had done a lot of things, and then he had been close to powers that shaped the National Assembly. He was even instrumental to the election of Akpbio as the Senate president. That was against the wish of a lot of power brokers from the north. You see, if you talk about Ndume and Akpabio, you'll also have to factor in Abdulaziz Yari, who also felt a sense of entitlement to the Senate presidency for the fact that he came from the Northwest, and he believes that the Northwest, they are the power brokers. They are the ones that actually installed APC in power. So he felt that whether good or bad, whether Kashim Shettima is there, whether Tinubu is there, not minding the same faith ticket, he is entitled to being the Senate president. Now, that sense of entitlement was actually busted by Ndume, who also rallied around for Akpabio. So once they got down to the duties of legislative work, they discovered that he felt that Akpabio was too hasty in passing a lot of bills, especially monetary bills, without due consideration. Anything that comes from the presidency, anything that Akpabio was hasty in passing it. And Ndume will say, okay, hold it a bit. Let's peruse, let's scrutinize. But Akpabio, was not that patient. And again, don't forget, Ndume is the chief whip. And when the Senate president is speaking, at least if the chief whip gets up or raises his hand and raises an objection, you are bound to, as the Senate president, to respect him and then give him an audience. On several occasions, Ndume had tried to raise up his hand to interject Odeh, and he was overruled. Or the man didn't even the Senate president do not even
recognize
him. And so that led to his first walking out. The same thing happened again. And the other time he told this guy, he said, look, you are behind the world. The world is looking at you. You are taking decisions hastily. They will judge you. Why don't you calm down? And in Nigeria and in Africa, the way things are, once you are in power, you become like a god. You are no longer the president. You see, that is why we Africans, the Oba of Benin remains the Oba till he dies. And if he's wrong, you cannot tell him to his face, you are wrong. The same thing with your Chidoma. Probably the same thing with the Emir. Probably the same thing with the Oba. Or the Otumba here, maybe he does that too. He's even telling me he will attend the Tropathon with us. I don't know how true. But, and that mentality is taking over to the democratic world in Nigeria, where the leader should not be opposed, where the leader should not be interjected should not be interrupted when he's speaking. So from that, though Akpabio may not pick an offense there, but the fact is there is a Cold War going on. And then they are also looking at it again that the North versus the South is always there. Passing the bill hastily from a Southern president, and you, a Southern man at the helm of affairs, does not sit well with some of them. Are you getting it? So I foresee a situation whereby it's not going to be long. There is going to be an engineered impeachment process against Akpabio. Ndume may not be part of it. If Ndume is part of it, Akpabio may go. But if Ndume is not part of it, it may not. But this seeming war will soon snowball into something else, North versus South.
Okay. I'll come to Folorunso now. How would you see this? Is there a Cold War or is it just normal legislative?
Listeners, I'm happy to be with you once again. You see, when it comes to legislative issues, people tend to get it wrong. Like you rightly said that there's a Cold War. There could be a Cold War. But the solution, the panacea to a Cold War is certainly the cold water. And when the cold water jams the cold war, it calms down. The proverbial be still, as it is in the Holy Book, will set in. Good enough, the two of them are people that are men of principles. They are people that can be predicted. They are not those that sit on fence. So if you look at what Akpabio is defending the legislative unity which he had promised with the executive.
Yeah.
And whereas Ndume is defending the legislative autonomy, which is supposed to be the case.
Perfectly stated.
So it is in this regard that they have different way of approach and style to legislative governance. So be that as it may, I don't see any how it will snowball to an issue of North and South. In the actual sense of it, gradually, the issue of Northern Conference versus Southern Conference is daily being eroded in Nigeria.
I don't think so.
I will tell you, you come in. So that one will not play out to the point of Akpbio stepping on the banana peel. It will not happen. Because number one, let me quickly add correct a bit. Ndume is not the chief whip, he's the deputy chief whip.
Yeah.
Yes, you are right. But since the chief whip is Senator Kano, and for some time he was busy battling this case at the tribunal. So Ndume has been acting. And truly, by the position of Ndume as the acting whip, he has the right, legislative right to call his boss to order. You understand? But the style of Akpabio is that if you are my friend, why don't you call me and tell me some of my little imperfections? You understand? So, but the ball is paying up, but I don't think the generator.
Let me remind you what David Mark did some time ago as a Senate president. A senator, a senior ranking senator from this state, a police officer. Yeah, if you recall, I knew. He said a lot of people sitting here
appeared before me.
He admitted that
they are corrupt, they are criminal. And somebody said, call their names. And he said, I will start. And he got up and David Mark shot him down.
Yes.
Say, sit down. He was angry. Are you getting it? Then later, David Mark, when they went up, they confronted David Mark, said, look, if I have not shot you down there, you will spend your whole lifetime answering, because if you mention somebody's name, it will take you to court. And you have it. So later, he came up with it and then he said, David Mark has saved me.
Yes.
Now, you see, actually, what Ndume is doing is the right thing. If you are on the right, you should also, biblically, open love, open rebuke is better than secret love. If you are doing the wrong thing, there is, you raise your hand, and it's not like you are chiding him. Say, Mr. President, I think this is what we should do, and this is what we should not do. Then the president takes correction. You understand? Now, well, they can still move behind. But then, don't forget again, like you said, Ndume is trying to defend the legislative autonomy. You see, and that is what should be the best for Nigeria as it is. We have, especially the Senate in the last assembly had given Buhari all the leeways, and where did it land us? Nowhere. Are you getting it? Now again, if you go back to history, there is never a time a Southerner becomes the president and the Senate, especially, the National Assembly do not rise up against him. Is it good luck? Is it Obasanjo? Or near impeachment? So we are all going to see that. That is a process, and already it has started by Yari insisting that he must be the Senate president, and which Tinubu denied him and installed Akpabio. He is still not in that injury, and a lot of things. And you can see some of these appointments are not okay, but we pray, like you said, let these things be washed out. But as somebody that has studied the legislature very well, I see that panning out, and that is why I said if Ndume is with them, there's going to be a problem. But if Ndume stands firm,
there's an undercurrent. Let me quickly chip in. There's an undercurrent which you might not know. Some 5 days ago,
all right,
Akpabio set up a committee,
okay,
to investigate the Nigeria NNPP.
Okay, yes, I think
and that committee is to investigate the over 30 trillion, or 3 trillion rather, that they claim to have spent on turnaround maintenance. And that committee is headed by Oshocho Jubril from Igala. You understand?
From the north as well.
From the north as well, which is the Kogi East.
Yes.
So now, this one got the Northern Senators Forum angry that why would Akpabio do this without putting them in confidence? And Akpabio told them, he said, which kind of confidence? The chairman of the committee is from the north. And the chairman immediately sent a word to NNPC managing director that you are on your way out, except you come and defend the moribundity of NNPC.
Did I not see him on television yesterday?
So that you must come and defend it. That to have spent over 3 trillion on the 4 refinery and nothing to show. And they said if the report is finally presented to the Senate President, they will make a prayer that you should be sacked. So it was just about 24 hours later that this Akpbio Ndume matter re-echoed. So I want you to know one thing about politicians. What concerns you is not what concerns them. And that is what I've always been telling people on the street, the masses of which I'm about their secretary, although no stipend is being given to me. Let me tell you that what concerns the politician is not what concerns you. The politician's agenda is quite different from yours.
So that means Tinubu's agenda is different from us.
Oh my God! Let me tell you, I don't know if you know the number one rule of politics. You know, I study political studies.
You are a professional in politics.
Now is that there are no permanent friends and no permanent enemies, but permanent interests.
So are we saying that even the president, your president, Mr. APC's president, has taken us for a ride?
Not for a ride,
no,
please.
Because he has promised. Hold it. He has promised us that he was going to make Nigeria better. He had our interest, and from you now, you are saying what is our interest will not be
the politician's interest.
And Tinubu himself is a politician.
Excuse me.
And you can see the moment he got to power, things started.
No, excuse me. Let me correct one impression you might be having. This is a wrong notion. Number one, Tinubu's permanent interest is to renew the hope. Because when all hope are lost, the next thing is suicidal.
But you just said that.
Excuse me, I said that
not that of Nigerians. Not that
is your interest. Is your interest to renew the hope of Nigeria?
My interest is to make Nigeria work.
Mr. Mike, your interest is to orchestrate what people like to hear. And in life, I've told you, majority might have their majority might be
have their say.
No, majority may have their day in terms of opinion. That does not mean they are having the day in terms of the truthfulness of their opinion.
Right.
And that is why the Bible says the way of salvation is now.
You just told me how. You've just told me why the
it's impression. No, it's in political studies.
No,
the only permanent thing in politics is interest, permanent interest.
Well, you just succeeded in telling me how the politicians, especially APC, work. They say one thing, to the public, and then they go behind and do that.
That is your impression. Now we'll move on to our next topic. We have to move to the next topic now, and that's talking about the seasons of rally that's coming up now in Kano, and the fact that APC and NNPP are set to hold their rallies in Kano tomorrow. And the question on the mind of everybody is that, is this a show of power or setting the stage for anarchy? That will be the next thing we'll be talking about. But remember, after this particular topic, we will invite in our guests today to talk about the mega choppathon that's coming up this evening, because the stage is already set. Actually, some of the Procyon media OB crew are already there. Maybe we may link up with them in the course of the program, but let's see how it goes. Let's talk about this. After that, our head of languages will bring in Mr. Oscar, the DG of the Star Arena. Yes, talking about Kano.
Now, the issue that's at hand in Kano takes us down to the issue of permanent interest in politics. Number one, we have the Kokwaso factor, we have the Ganduje factor.
Yeah.
And any battle, any war that is orchestrated by rivalry doesn't stop easily, because it has been pre-imagined before the commencement. And that is why in the local panels of where I come from, a Yoruba man will tell you that it's Jailara of Entomporo. So this battle has been won between two friends. Kokwaso referred to Ganduje as his boy. Ganduje said, I was never your boy, but you are my boss. How could I have PhD, not honorary PhD? I wouldn't have had PhD to a man who was second class in engineering, to call him his boy. So this battle started about 5 years ago. So as the stage is set now, NNPP got their victory through INEC, but later APC got it No, NNPP retained it through tribunal. Now, APC got it again through appellate court.
Yeah.
Now, since they got it, the people of Kano have been sleeping with one eye closed because the Kwakwasiyas have been saying that they will make sure that the first tribunal, the Supreme Court, Tinubu and everything he has, to make sure they return their mandate. And the APC people now say, okay, if you think you are masters in this game, there's nobody that has the monopoly of violence or thuggery. In that wise, tomorrow, let's just do a statistical census of who is senior in Kano. But that boils down to the aphorism.
Senior in what?
I have said in thuggery and violence. Otherwise, there was no reason to feel that their own for tomorrow. But in consonance with the aphorism that says that when two elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers.
But we don't want the grass.
No, excuse me. So already the grass is already suffering. Because as at this morning, the Yoruba community in Kano, through their Secretary General, Oladogun, has issued a statement calling on Tinubu to come and safeguard the Yorubas. Because they now look at the Yorubas as being synonymous with APC. And I, as the publicity secretary of the Yorubas in the 1900s, said I should be aware of what is happening there. So, my brother, what we are saying is that the two of them should sheath their sword and allow peace to reign and allow the judiciary to finish their work. As far as I'm concerned, if the Supreme Court rules tomorrow that it is either APC or NNPP, I don't see how it's going to benefit. I will lose Folorunso if I should talk as a man who believes in permanent interest. How does it benefit me?
Big question. Michael Odeh.
Well, again, you see, this is, Mr. Olu, I would like to take you back. If
Please forget.
No, we are not going back to Otumba. Well, that's the African culture for you now. You paid for it.
Yes.
Well, in my place we don't. In my place we don't pay for titles. Anyway,
What
so
is
now
that paid for? Is paid his due.
paid is due.
Not paid cash. He didn't buy it.
Okay, now well. All right. So now what we are saying is this. You said APC will come out to match NNPP, Togri for Togri. But I am sure that in all this, NNPP has not exhibited.
I didn't say they will. I said seemingly their actions.
Okay, well, in all, in fairness, APC, would you allow me to talk, please? Let me have my floor. APC, NNPP has not demonstrated any violence. They are only protesting what they felt was an injustice, even from the court. And as you can see, the result. From the appellate court, they said a lot of things. There was a kind of dispute between even the judges themselves, and then there was an error again that yeah. So to them, to a layman, he will start smelling maybe a kind of deceit. Please allow me, a kind of deceit in this thing. And they are saying that APC is railroading this democracy into one-party state. And I have told you the antecedents of our president. He is very cozy with the judiciary. Please allow me have my way. Let me talk. When I'm done, you have your floor.
There's
very
no
cozy.
Whether
there is no time, allow me.
The judge of whether there is time or not.
I can still refer you back to why Justice Ayo Salami was removed. The same court of appeal was always passing judgment in favor of the party that our current president is now. That time he was the ruler. He was the leader of is it AC or ACN in the southwest, and all the legal tussles that got the southwest legal tussles that passed through Justice Ayo Salami's court went to his party. So when it was discovered that he was cozy, they set up a committee, and then they removed Ayo Salami. Now, Justice Ariola is there, and what's the name of the other one? The court has been set up, and seemingly almost about 80% of the rulings have gone the way of PDP. Of APC against other parties, and the opposition is looking at it as if they are heading into one party. And like I told you again, A lot of these things that, even the one that happened in Plateau, some people are even saying it is the loyalist of the president that even instigated the people from PDP to go and, to go to the court. You understand? He's a great strategist. He can't do that. So, an APC and NNPP in Kano is saying that we are going to protest till our mandate is handed over. I think what APC should have done was hold for. But the day that NNPP said they are going to protest, that was the same day APC said they are going to do the protest. Of course, what do you think will happen? In Kano, there's going to be bloodshed. Now, if you go back to 2019 election, almost the same thing played out. When PDP won the election, are you getting it? A day before the rerun that was set, there was trouble.
Yeah.
You understand? So I think
I was in Kano then, and what I saw on that day, my God, I don't know where they got those people from. They were like giants, and the knives, and that those guys were not Nigerians. First of all, for their facial appearance and mode of dressing, those guys were not Nigerians.
Kano.
Yes, then, and when you see their height, it's like they're a separate breed.
Then you see again. Now, in midst of all this, the commander-in-chief, through his president, through the inspector general of police, is supposed to have weighed in and say, look, APC, don't. Already we have given the right. If this thing happens in Lagos, I know how the Lagos government, if Labour today say they want to go on strike and protest, the government will come down. The police, all these CPD, will deploy instead. The whole troops that would have been in the northwest here in the northwest battling, they will move to Lagos there. You understand? So what is the APC taking us for? APC should come out and then tell the APC-led government should tell the please, Mr. Olu, there is time.
Mr. Olu, I am the judge of time.
The APC-led government should come down and then tell their people, say, look, step down. Yes. Step down so that there will be no bloodshed.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that is what it is. If not, all fingers and all eyes will be pointed at them.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Okay, Olu, quickly, in rounding up this particular segment before we bring in Prince Oscar, let's quickly have your
Number one, I am appealing to the public not to be misled by some of the things that is happening these days. Because they said layman, it is not left for the public to start standing. There's no law that says you should continue laying or lying down. Number one, let's go to the issue of one-party state. I said this on this platform. There was a time in 2003, PDP has 28 states, and yet Nigeria was not a one-party state. How will Folorunso be thinking of a party that has only 23 states? Two, out of this judgment, the Court of Appeal has affirmed that of Bauchi, PDP, affirmed Taraba, affirmed Adamawa, yet nobody is talking. But since I can understand this body language, a lot of people like to give a dog a bad name so as to hang it. That's about that. Two, Atodiero.
No time for two.
No, Atodiero. That's why when
No. I call the shots on the show. Please.
Okay, it's all right. And thank God the so-called rally has not been held. So the police has not allowed it. So why the rules and why the cries?
That's been proactive. We don't have to wait for it to happen and now blame the police. All right. We will quickly take a commercial break now. After this commercial break, we'll bring in the DG of youth crime prevention and also the CEO of the Star House Arena, who will be giving us more details and respect. We'll be playing this evening at the Star House Arena right here in Kaduna. But before that, let's quickly take this commercial. And after the commercial, we'll be right back with Prince Oscar right here on the show.
Star House Arena, in collaboration with Procyon Radio and Television, presents Mega Chopper. The Mega Chopper is a eating competition where the winners go home with mouth-watering prizes, including star cash prize of 20,000 naira. Date Friday, 24th November 2023. Venue Star House Arena, Gwari Avenue by Kenfeli Hotel Junction, Baranawa, Kaduna. To qualify, subscribe to Procyon RTV on YouTube and TikTok. Take a screenshot and send to 080-9799-1989. Star House Arena, Gwari Avenue. Enjoyment and relaxation equals entertainment.
Hey! Procyon Radio and Television don't land with another chopper-ton experience. So you sabi chop. Okay, Star House Arena in collaboration with Procyon RTV.
All right, welcome back from that commercial timeout. You are listening to and watching, of course, Ground Zero right here on Procyon Radio and Television in collaboration with Invicta FM. And like I told you, I said before we'll take the course, we'll take this segment where we'll be having the, is it your CEO now? Which of the titles do I want to use? Prince Oscar is with us, and he will first of all tell us about the Star House Arena. And of course, you know that the Mega Chopper-ton is holding this evening in less than roughly 40 minutes time, the Mega Chopper-ton. So if you are not yet on your way to the Star House Arena along Gwari Avenue, just by the junction where we have Kenfeli Hotel, that's where Star House Arena is. If you are not on your way there, then you need to hurry up, because there'll be so much to eat, so much entertainment, so much refreshment, and of course, so much music. Live band will be playing live this evening. Don't forget too that the first 30 people that will buy anything will qualify to participate in the Chopper-ton competition, where the first prize is actually 20,000 naira. All right. You are welcome to the program, Prince Oscar. Prince Oscar, I know you are a big man, but you need to speak up so that the listeners will hear you.
Well. It's good having me live here. I think I was here when it was something that had to do with my profession, or to do with my own calling. But Star House Arena is an event center whereby you could sit down, plan any of your event like wedding, birthdays, meeting, worship, or whatever you can think about it. Even those who have their end of the year. What we're about to do today in Star House is by returning back the lost glory enjoyment time, those days way back in Kaduna State. So we're trying to return it back again now, so that people will feel ease. You know, those days when it is holiday time, we have enough place to go in Kaduna State. But this time around, one thing or the other has pushed so many people to run away from the enjoyment, which, you know, they said all work and no play make Jack a dull person.
Yeah.
But this time around, I and my team, just like I say, in conjunction with Procyon TV,
Yeah.
we're trying to bring back the nightlife, the enjoyment time. Not a place you just go and say, see, when you're worried, when you're bored, go to Star House Arena. There's nothing you will not get there. You can play your tennis, you can play your squash, you can even play your snooker. Then today you're going to see something extraordinary. And what is that? Those artists that you hear today that making waves in Nigeria, most of them started from Kaduna State.
Yeah.
So today you're going to see the upcoming artists today. They are going to be performing live on the stage. And then there are so many people who've been hearing their voice on the radio. You've never seen them before. Today you're going to see them live. They'll be there to speak to you live. And then, like the one you're hearing, we're talking about the Chopper-ton. That's the warming material. I really, because tonight I told my wife she must be there. As I'm talking to you now, Hey, I never chop anything because I want to chop that chicken.
But you know the funny thing, you are not qualified. I'm not qualified. My staff are not qualified. Your staff are not qualified.
Ah, no, I told them they should allow everybody should be qualified. You see, everybody should be qualified because this is the fun of it. Let us all, this is not the one
Okay,
that.
for that aspect, yes, everybody will have something to eat. But for the competition itself, it's only outsiders. Our staff cannot participate. They will think that we are doing PDP. Oh, sorry, not PDP. They will think we are doing Mago Mago.
What is good for the kids is good for the kids. So
Okay,
let's do that.
any of your staff or my staff that will buy if no, we can't give that to them. Any person that got the first 30 people that will buy
If you
any
realize
drink
if you
will
realize
qualify to
that you
participate.
see, if you realize it, there are different competition there.
Yeah.
Today taking place. And let's assume now, Ehis the way I am now, they say let's go on the stage and remember those 16 in the 80s. Are you getting me? You know those shalala. And
The old school dancing competition.
And if you watch that Soul Train,
Yeah, Jeffrey Daniels.
so these are some of the things we're talking about. And you see, if I can perform very well than you, Ehis, I will go and eat that chicken there. Hey,
All right. We need to wrap up this segment and start to take calls. But meanwhile, to be part of the Mega Chopathon, first of all, the venue of the Mega Chopathon is at Star House Arena. Star House Arena is along Gwari Avenue. And just at the junction where we have Kenfeli Hotel,
close to where we have the crime prevention.
yes, close to where we have the crime prevention office, they actually share fence. That's where the Star House Arena is. If you are coming from Dambo, just come down before you get to the to Crita Hope, and you will see if you are coming from Crita Hope, just take your left if you are coming from Crita Hope once you hit Warrior Avenue and go down about 200 meters, you'll see the Star House Arena. The beautiful thing is that you can't miss it because a live band is already playing there, and all you need to do is come there, buy any refreshment of your choice to qualify you to partake in the Mega Chopathon competition and come and show us your chopping skills.
And one thing you have to remind them is you realize this one is a welcome for the whole family. If your family come, your child, your daughter, anyone, today, thank God, today is Friday.
Yeah.
The Kaduna State are put aside. They don't go to school today. Let them be warming up. Children, disturb mommy and daddy. Warm up. Come and win that gift today. Come and win that big chicken. That's so.
Yeah, we have so many recreational activities there that people would want to participate in. All right, we are going to open up the phone lines now, and once the phone lines is open, people can start to call in to tell us, comment, and react to any of the topics on the program. The number is 0809 799 1989. 0809 799 1989 is the number to dial to be part of the Chopathon, to be part of the program. I actually have our first caller now. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. All right, Kure, you are welcome.
Thank you. Bishop Kano, you know Kano, very peaceful place, very peaceful state. But today, APC want to make Kano to be a violent place. Go for liberty. Gandhi and Co. They should allow this to end in that state. And the issue of Akpbio and my approach is honestly, Ndume is still eyeing that shit. That's why he's bringing, he's not allowing this to end there. But nevertheless, Akpbio must do his 4 years there. This discourage his team not to be there, but they refuse because he has allegation. But APC, as they know their way, as their chairman said, anything that you committed, if you come there, it will be forgiven. That's why they forgive him. And now they want to export him. He will be there in 2027. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Kure, for dropping by this evening. And 009 799 1989. Let's find out who this caller is. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero.
Hello, good evening, Mr.
Good evening.
Yo, my name is Tai calling from Bernal.
All right, Tai, let's have your take.
You see, I think I appreciate one of your resources. I appreciate one of your resource person in the house. That is the other, is it Mike? I don't know. I appreciate him. Please, why is it that most APC supporters are always aggressive?
Just the way PDP supporters are also aggressive. It depends on the character of the particular person you are talking to.
What happened in Kano? What is happening in Kano? Seriously, we're not happy with it. We are not seriously happy with it. Because actually, me as a Yoruba man, I have to be honest with you. I never voted Tinubu. Tinubu has never been my fan. You understand? I don't put any sentiment in anything I'm doing.
Yes, you do. For you to have someone that you traditionally will not vote for, that's sentimental, no matter how good or bad the person is. But that is not even the issue. That's not the issue. Everybody have a right to vote whoever they want to. Mr. Taye, I'm listening. Every politician wants to win more space. I'm listening. I'm listening, Taye.
It's angry.
He hung up. Well, this is just to let you know that as much as you have your right not to vote for Tinubu, someone else has his right to vote for Tinubu. That's on one hand. As much as one political party is interested in creating more states, so also does another political party. Let's be a little bit open in our mind. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from? All right, Otumba, you're welcome, sir. Otumba, I have some. Okay, what will happen? The next one will take another thoughts. Yes, Costain Club, Barapa Club, NAF Club. We are not mentioning NAF Club. Oh, NAF Club is still there. Oh. Yeah, Omalede. Balamila, present memory. Wow, Otumba Rufai, you are bringing back memories. You are bringing back memories now, Otumba. Let's come catch that memory today at the Star House Arena. All right, go on, sir. All right, sir. Yeah. Okay. All right. In all those things. So, clash.
you. Please, Nigeria, go. Good evening, sir.
All right, thank you so much.
Now, from your man,
Oh, actually, the fault is mine. I have your number. I'll call you after the program. All right. Thank you so very much, Otumba Rufai. I will quickly come to the studio now because we are totally out of time. Michael, the Akatu, your parting word in 30 seconds, if possible.
APC should allow peace reign. And
No, Folorunso, you have to keep your dictionary.
and Folorunso, I promise I'm going to beat him at the Chopperton myself because he told me he was going to be there.
All right.
Let the game start after this.
I hope it's not going to be a play of NNPP and APC and Chopperton.
No.
Well, all right, Folorunso in 30 seconds.
Thank you very much, listeners, for giving us this opportunity. And thank you, the peacemaker. My parting shot is that I'm calling on the listeners that to know that majority opinions may be majority in the recent, but they don't always carry the day when it comes to the issue of truthfulness. They should not be misled. The fact that people are in the majority, that does not mean the side you are supporting by way of majority are going to carry the day of the truth.
All right. And Prince Oscar, your parting shot, 30 seconds.
Well, you see, I've been following, but we just have to say the truth, and the truth has to be so told. The judiciary should fear God.
Let's leave it at that. And about the Chopperton, it's already on now in a few minutes because the live transmission, if you want to watch the Chopperton, the live transmission will start from 6 o'clock at the Star House Arena. Just download the Procyon Radio and TV app so you can watch it live, or you go to YouTube and, of course, to Facebook. Of course, Procyon RTV is the station. Procyon RTV. Go to YouTube and Facebook, you'll be able to watch us live and listen to us too if you download the Procyon app. My name is Ehis Agbon. The venue of the Mega Chopperton that's holding this evening is a collaboration between Procyon Radio and Television and, of course, the Star House Arena. The venue is at Star House Arena. The location is on Gwari Avenue, just by Kenfeli Junction. That's sharing fence with Youth Crime Prevention Arena too. You'll get it. You just get there. And of course, if you miss your way, call the number 0809-464-6206 or go search for us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Thank you so very much, Michael the Akatu, Folorunso, and Prince Oscar. My name is Ehis Agbon. I want to appreciate Uche Idegalo. He managed the studio for us today. And of course, not forgetting Nifemi Onibiyo, management and staff of Invicta FM. And of course, Ehis Agbon, as usual, connected us to the world via the net. I love you all. Let's meet there right now at the Youth Crime Prevention, because in the next 7 minutes, I am going to be there and will transmit live from the Star House Arena. I keep saying Youth Crime Prevention because they share fence. They are around the same location. So we'll meet here soon. Do have a pleasant and rest on Tuesday. We'll be on again for another edition of Ground Zero. And like always, keep shining like a star that you are.